welcome back to the episode. We are again somewhere on the Quarian ship, and it's about time to get to the whatever, the Geth infested Quarian ship.
Tali Vasnima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Wonderful. Now, we are ready to move on. Do you know what's over there?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarei?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarei.
Well, we don't know what's there, so we have to check it out. We are ready.
Let's head to the Alarei.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Okay, retake the Alarei. Avalanche is coming and wait. And I need to get the abilities in there. What do we got here? AI hacking. Not ready yet. And then a heavy warp and an overload. And an overload. There you go. Now we got all of this. What's the other one? Heavy pistol, we don't need it. And SMG is pretty fine. Then we got the shoddy for Tali, and we should actually be good to go. Right. So, let's be safe though. What do we have here? Door, a dead Quarian, and an objective marker pointing forward. Right. Oh, I already see them.
My shield.
Right.
There we go!
But all of them are pretty much... Oh no, I actually have to make sure that Tali stays somewhat safe. Let's see.
Optical countermeasures.
This one. Definitely. Cool. Do I want to waste the ammunition? Not really. Easy. You know, we try... No, we've gotten really...
One last got you. Ha!
Okay, I need to get rid of that. What about the whole AI hacking business, though? Maybe we should try that. That would be quite a fun thing. Let's see.
Enemy down!
Come on.
Optical countermeasures.
Does it? Oh, it worked. Look at that. Actually fighting against each other. Very nice. Alright. Nice.
Weapon spotted!
I mean, she should definitely duck and cover right now. Good. Everybody defeated. No one dead yet. And what about... Yeah, definitely need another Medigel thing. Okay, those two are definitely a good choice fighting the Geth. There's an awful lot of electricity damage. Oh, what do we got here? Some laptop access stuff. And, 1,800 credits. 1,500 credits. Oh, and a Quarian Log.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Okay, so someone was a little too quick in their actions. Standard safety protocols, right? Do we have all of the heavy equipment? Yeah, 800 and wait, 875 is usually the maximum. I would say that 875 doesn't sound like the real maximum. Maybe we can upgrade heavy weapon ammunition even more. Repair drone, talk to Tali. Yeah, we definitely will. That is dead. Wait a minute, do we... Wasn't there more? Like, another thing to the side? No, this is just Quarian Log. Alright. So, do we go in there? Yeah, we definitely go in there. Usually go forward, but we don't right now. Let's explore that. Our medical stuff is at maximum. Can hack that. We're going to talk with Tali in a moment. Let's just hack this thing real quick. Okay. I need an awful lot of whitish stuff. This one. Then I need empty stuff. And then I need 2 lines of green. There you go. Easy. And we got ourselves credits. Awful lot. Even more credits. What is this?
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Alright. More info, please.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order. Something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification. Clues to their thinking.
Okay, interesting. And how did you get it here?
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Alright. So, and the salvaging on Haystrom.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Interesting. And this is why the Quarians are really good. They upcycle things. But still, how did she carry all of that anyway? Does any of that help though?
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Well, maybe her father did something on him, well, by himself, but what if, just by sheer lucky coincidence, or bad coincidence, she brought back items that, not on their own, but in combination with other Geth parts, can actually turn into a working Geth, or at least start some kind of algorithm thingy that, as a result, just takes over a ship or something. Like different parts of a set, and once it's completed, the whole bad stuff starts up. What about this one?
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Okay, so this is how it started. Many working Geth are connected, which is basically the reason why Geth are able to have higher thought. A simple Geth can't think much. Can't think at all, actually. It's just a simple algorithm, but in awful lot of it's a problem of scale, really. You have to reach a certain threshold, and then afterwards it becomes self-aware. So, what else we got? And this one. Then we're going for a diagonal orange, followed by this one.
This should come in handy.
Oh, Geth shield strength. Use the research computer in the Normandy for more powerful shielding. Right. I hear battle music.
Watch out!
I do see battle music. Yeah. Alright, you are gonna get bollocks shot.
Combat drone ready.
Okay, how many we got? There might be another. That one was invisible, right? So there could be a second one around the corner somewhere. Still battle music is playing, but anyway. We got ourselves another 2,100. I don't know how much credits you actually get from all of this. And if all of those credits are actually worth it or not. By the way, how many credits we got? Or a decent amount. I don't know how many credits you actually need, but more is always better. But I haven't found another merchant where I can buy good stuff from.
We locked down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Interesting. So they disabled it, but that doesn't mean that the Geth aren't able to reactivate the whole thing. So let's get this one and this one, then this one and that. Every time I play this little mini game, I have to remember. I do remember that monkeys are actually really good at solving these puzzles within seconds, like much quicker than I did right now. It's like blah 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 blah.
Ahead of us.
All right, bite, damage, bite.
Here we go.
All right, Miranda,
One
this
left.
is the enemy. There you go. So this is an enemy. I take the fire from myself. There we go. And this gives the team an opportunity to attack them as well. Two very good strategies. Okay. There's this dude. Still far too much shielding. Not cool.
There we go.
Oh crap. Okay, almost dead. That's not good. So, what about the whole hacking thing?
One left.
Question is, how long will that one? Yep.
Yes.
Shot by its own shotgun. Goody. Let's get some ammo. Some palladium. Can you? Hey, get over the swing. Just make sure that you don't really hit yourself with it. What else? Another med kit, another 100 credits. Like the 100 credits are almost like a slap in the face. I mean, it's not enough to be worthwhile. Like at the beginning, maybe, like purchasing things, but the further you go into the story, follow everything, then the less reason for like using up medical kits actually exists. Like it would be better for you to not use them, move on forward, defeat some enemies, and then backtrack and get the medikit if you need it, so that you always have more than the normal supply of medical kits. Like right now I'm at the limit of 6, so that means that I can use at least one, go back and take that one again. But now I can't because I already wasted that for 100 credits, which is definitely not a good thing. So let's see. This one, that. Oh, a lot of credits. But there's one little question. Why are the Quarians always on boxes or tables or whatever? They're not like 1, 2. Maybe 2 of them were lying on the floor, but why up here? I mean, I can understand if they hide like behind the whole thing or whatever, but that's weird. Okay, let's start with Tali with that console.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Okay, but didn't Tali already have a AI hacking ability? Anyway, were you aware of this? Maybe.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Interesting. And what do you think of this?
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Mm-hmm. Well, in this case, that makes a bit more sense. But anyway, was there anything useful there?
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Really? It's about houses. We got spaceships. We got more space than we would ever need up here. Anyway, that's a worthy promise. No, that's stupid. That's a bad idea.
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
It is still a home. Yeah.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Mm-hmm. But what have you gained, right? It's always about, oh, we've lost this, oh, we've lost that. But yeah, they basically have a very weak immune system. But if they go back to their home world, do they really just, well, open their suits, like take off their helmets and breathe everything in as if nothing happened? Absolutely not. They would die the same way on their homeworld as they would on any other planet. So...
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Oh boy. Well, at least we got some good guy points. So... Okay, wait a minute. Before we move on, that's actually a very interesting moral situation, because in this case, she said it's a difference between 60 or 600 years. So in this case, it's a problem of patience, right? Biological life forms have a certain expiration date. So that means, yeah, 60 years may be possible, right? You can experience, this is the reason why you want to experience life without a suit, right? Being home again. Now, the more Quarians are alive, the more people can experience it, right? This is the number here. Do you want one Quarian to experience that, or do you want a lot of Quarians to experience that, right? So if you go to war with the Geth, a lot of Quarians will die. Therefore, the amount of experience that can be produced, let's consider this some kind of resources, like each Quarian can make a little bit of experience. Let's say 1 experience, right? What you want is the most Quarians to be alive and then experience life on their homeworld. That would be the best outcome. The question is it now or is it later? And are you patient enough to wait that long? Or should you be patient enough to wait that long? This is also another reason why, right? How do you want to experience that? Do you want to experience it after, like, fighting a large battle? Or do you want to experience it as a result of progress? It's really a difficult question.
They're all yours to keep now.
yours.
Okay. So that one is almost dead. Perfect. Come back. And another one. Actually, I can just waste some ammunition on those.
Enemy down.
Perfect. Someone is... Whoa! They're dying like flies. What's going on down there? Okay, I had to go.
Go for the optics.
What kind of word is she even saying? Go for the optics that Is she talking to her weapon?
Got you.
Oh no. Okay, next one.
They should soften them up. One down. Nice.
Oh wait,
Cocktails with
that's
optical
definitely not
countermeasures.
good. It's not a countermeasure because zero attack. Wait for it.
This should soften them up. One down.
Oh, come on. How many?
Got you.
We're just going to empty a whole magazine into the... Okay, there's like one more down there. What is that? There's still one more down there. What are we talking about? Oh! On the other side. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay. Maybe if I... Not gonna work. A little bit.
I'm hacking that one.
Nah, not going to work. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to spam that until they are somewhere. Yeah, there we go. How do you even get to that specific spot? Yeah, look at that. That is cheat AF. Like, how do you get around that? How did it... Wait. So they probably entered through that door. How do you get to that door? That might be like a following room or something. Anyway. Time to get ourselves some ammunition. Wait a minute. Why do I still have maximum ammunition for that weapon? That's weird. Didn't even pick anything up. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We didn't use any medical kits. Because we just waited it out. And then there is a Quarian Log that's over here. Oh, a dead quarry. Another one. And of course, a medikit. Wasted for credits. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I have to take care of Miranda. She may be a bit too overextending here. So, what do we got? Quarian Log.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Interesting. They're considered a weapon. Okay.
Father!
Oh boy.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to clean up your mess.
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. The main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, he did what he could, yeah. How should we handle the body? The Geth cut him off, sure. He did what he could. This doesn't help us. What about the body now?
Do you want to get your father back to the shuttle?
No. Leave him. The mission comes first. It's what he would have wanted. Come on, let's finish this.
Oh boy. But we are going to wait a little bit. So, we got power cells, more power cells, and another wall site to bypass. Perfect. And this one, that one, and this thing. Alright. Give me them credits. Oh, another wall site, another power stuff. Like, this room down here is there to boost you up for the next fight, which might be a bit more dangerous than the previous ones. Maybe they even have armored Geth. Actually, have I seen an armored Geth? No. I've only seen invisible and energy enriched Geth, or energy shielded Geth. What else could they have? Oh, that kind of spidery thingy mech thing. I just don't hope that they have built that. It's usually like slightly heavier. Oh crap. Chieftain. Yeah. I do see more enemies around. That's not good. Model Flotilla ship. Ooh. Nice. It's one of the few times you can actually get stuff. Let's get the credits. Save. Could we talk to those? The answer's no.
Engaging target.
Right.
Okay. Right now. Get
On
back
it.
here.
Right there.
Okay. Okay, they cannot get you as long as you stay behind these rooms. Okay, be good. Alright, there's just one big one over here. We got shielding. Alright. Alright. Okay.
Easy enough. Be right there. Going to cover.
Okay, where's the biggie? Biggie's over here. That's not good. Perfect. One person missing wall.
Got it.
No, wait a minute. Wrong thing.
Cross that throat.
Alright. He ran down stairs. Oh, no. That's not right. Definitely not nice. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Got it. Right. The idea was actually to move them around and to not let them get hit that much. But there's also a thing. So there is the Quarian console for the Geth evidence. Good. Do we have anything else around here? Like some... Usually, those big-ish enemies can give you some upgrades, but they just disappeared. Okay. They cannot save. Okay, that's very interesting. That's very strange.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
Alright, are you okay? Let's hear it. Since when do we care about, like, mental health that much?
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Oh boy. He wanted to keep his promise.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Why? Your father is dead. Absolutely.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
Mm-hmm. So you're worried about a dead man. Very interesting.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Well, actually, there are much more problematic war crimes you could do than building a little bit of Geth.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Return to the trial.
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
We must trust Shepard's offer of assistance. It's only been a few hours.
The Quarian Marines lasted less than 5 minutes, Admiral. Call it.
A pity Shepard vast Normandy is a better speaker than a soldier. I recommend posthumously exiling Tali Zora.
What?
It was agreed that Tali Zora would not be convicted if she were killed in action.
It was suggested, Admiral. I recall no agreement. To that end, I call for an immediate vote.
Oh boy. So... Actually, I don't know how long it was. Maybe half an hour or something. Anyway, for now, let's end the episode and keep the trial and all of its dialogue, whatnot, and decision making for the next one. Ha! Cliffhanger. Like and subscribe, of course, as usual, and we also have some codexes. Yeah, look at that. Let's just finish with one of those. Oh, a secondary entry, maybe. What do we got here? Ships and vehicles. The Mantis gunship? No. Workers of mercenary bands throughout the galaxy. The Mantis is the two-man vectoring thrust. No, that's not it. Where is the thing that we actually need? Quarian Liveships, that's the one. There are few wide open spaces in Quarian spacecrafts. Liveships are the exception. Each ship is a massive hydroponics facility, growing thousands of tons of genetically modified staple crops under artificial light and in highly enriched soil. The surface of a liveship is studded with a docking bay, so as many shuttles as possible can distribute the foods throughout the flotilla on a daily basis. When received, the crops are sterilized with radiation, ground up into nutrients paste, and pumped into Quarian suits through feeding tubes. In return, waste products that could be used as fertilizer or compost are returned to the Liveships throughout an efficient, if odorous, recycling program. Liveships do not hold animals. The Quarians consume a vegan diet, driven not by ethics but by practicality. Captive animals require living space, consume large amounts of water and plant matter. The Quarians cannot afford such an inefficient resource to calorie ratio, to say nothing of a live animal's disease or allergen potential. As a result, when the Flotilla arrives in a star system where life is based on the same dextro amino acids that the Quarians consume, pastes based on animal proteins fetch highly inflated prices, and the vendors are typically mobbed by Quarians wanting a new taste sensation. The sickness that often follows these binges is treated much the same way as hangovers are in human culture. Painful, but part of the overall experience of excess. So they basically get hammered on meat-based products. Alright, very interesting. So, as I said, like and subscribe, and ta-ta.